Abby Jimenez is so insane for this. I love reading. I love the way that it makes me feel. Hello everyone and welcome back to another reading vlog. Today is a very exciting, fun vlog because I am reading some of my most anticipated reads of the year, which basically means that these are books I am dying to read. So what are these books? Why am I excited to read them? We actually have so many, I don't even know where to start. I feel like I'm gonna have to do a part 2 because I don't think I'll be able to read all of the books I want to read in this reading vlog, but I really want to read them ASAP. So the third book in the Blue Rebel Ranch series by Lila Sage is coming out, and that's Lost and Lassoed. And this is one that I'm most excited for out of all of the books in the series, I think. Because from book 1, I was like, we're gonna get these characters having a book together. Like, it's gonna happen. It's two characters that absolutely hate each other, and I can't wait to read about it. So I'm very excited for that. That's coming out this week. So I'm going to be able to download that on my Kindle and Kindle Unlimited. And the rest are all ARCs. So we have Skyshade by Alex Astor. By the time this video is out, I think this will be out, but this is not out yet. So that's very exciting. Really want to read that. And then we also have Rebel Witch, which I picked for my TBR jar as like a book I really wanted to read in the month of November. This is an uncorrected proof copy that the publisher sent me. The book doesn't come out until February, is it? Yeah, so it says it doesn't come out in the UK until the 27th of February. So I have this a few months earlier and I loved The Crimson Moth, so really want to read that. I also just got an email to say that I have been sent an e-arc copy of Abby Jimenez's Say You'll Remember Me, the book that's coming out in spring 2025. Don't know how that happened. Actually, I do know. I applied for it on NetGalley. I also have The Favourites. Now, Bestie, Bookish by Tammy, is obsessed with this book, and I literally saw her read and rate this and she gave it 5 stars, which actually was like 6 stars. She said, if you like Magnolia Parks and Daisy Jones and the Six, this is like, I think it's ice skating. And I was like, ooh, saw that on NetGalley. I was like, immediately, I want to read that. So I have a arc of that as well, an ebook, The Favourites. And then also the prequel book for A Touch of Golden Madness. I've also just been sent an e-arc of that by the author because I love A Touch of Golden Madness and spoke about it. So she asked me if I'd want to read a copy early. So I was like, yes, of course I would love that. So yeah, the only one that's out so far is gonna be Lost and Lassoed. And then by the time this video goes up, Skyshade will also be out, but everything else is not out yet. We're gonna read them and hopefully get excited about them. I mean, Abby Jimenez is my favorite contemporary romance author, like #1, top spot. Every single book of hers I've read has been 5 stars. I'm very excited for that. I'm hyped for The Favourites because Bestie Tammy loves it. I'm hyped for Skyshade because it's book 3 in a series that I love. I'm hyped for Rebel Witch because it's book 2 in a duology that I love. And I'm also hyped for the Embrace of Steel and Sorrows, which is the first book in a prequel series for a book that I really love. So that's why they're my most anticipated books, but I can't read like 6 books in this reading vlog. See how we get on. And then maybe do a part 2. If you want a part 2, comment below and let me know if you want a part 2. We have some really, really fun reads coming. There's just so many books that I want to read and not enough time to read them all. I feel like I always say that. I do want to get into more audiobooks because I really feel like sitting and drawing today. I'm like itching to be creative and practice my skills, but they'll all be physical books today. Hopefully I can get some good audiobooks soon. I did ask you guys on Instagram what are good books to read or listen to as an audiobook, because I feel like there's some books I have to read to like really immerse myself and get into, and a lot of the times if I'm listening to an audiobook, I'm sort of like, I kind of would prefer just to read the book itself and listen to it. But I just finished Crooked Kingdom last week, and in that reading vlog I said I was listening to it in audiobook for a part of it, and I really enjoyed that because we had multiple different characters and different voice actors to play them. So that was really fun, and I'm like, I kind of want to just like put on an audiobook and get stuff done, but we don't have an audiobook to read in this vlog, unfortunately. But maybe the next one. Anyways, getting off track. Speaking of audiobooks and my skills, this video is sponsored by Skillshare. Thank you so much, Skillshare. We all know I love Skillshare. You guys know that I have spent this year so far, focusing on learning new skills and also improving my skill set, specifically with digital illustration classes through Skillshare. Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives, with a wide variety of topics from illustration to graphic design, marketing, productivity, and more. There is something for everyone. With thousands of classes in countless categories, you can go from a dabbler to pro in a matter of hours. It was designed by creatives for creatives. With Skillshare classes being taught by industry experts, Skillshare can help you take your career, skills, passions, hobbies, or even side hustle to the next level. With there being so many different classes available on Skillshare, I'm really excited to venture out and explore some new classes down the line. But I'm currently taking a variety of different character illustration classes, and the most recent one was character illustration from sketch to finish. With November being a time to be thankful, I am so grateful for all the ways that I am inspired by the things and people around me. Getting back into books and reading has been the #1 thing to reignite my love for art and design. And my creative journey is massively inspired by the content I consume and also what is around me. I'm not only thankful for all the amazing books I have read this year that has helped me find my passion again, but also the amazing community that has come from it. So I would love to know one thing that has inspired you this year. Let me know in the comments below. And I'm so excited to continue learning, improving, getting inspired by you guys, and also through using Skillshare. The first 500 people to use my link in the description will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. So get started today. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick up Skyshade first. But I do have a vlog of me getting the package of that, so we're gonna actually do that first. So I was gonna start this vlog reading Rebel Witch because I have that proof copy, but I got a parcel at my door and I don't think in good conscience that I can start this vlog without starting with this box. Yes, Skyshade by Alex Astor. This is book 3 in the Lightlark saga. Now, I don't know how many books are gonna be in this saga. A lot of people think 3. I think there's gonna be 4. It hasn't been confirmed by Alex Astor or the publisher that yes, there will be 3 books. I don't think it's gonna end with this book, maybe. I have a feeling though, I think I know how this book is gonna end, just on what Alex has been saying herself and where I think this story is gonna go. And if this is either the last or second last book, I think I know how it's gonna end. And I would just wanna flip to the back and read it, but I can't because the last 80 pages of both of Alex's first 2 books, Lightlark and Nightbane, I know go crazy. Now, if you don't know what this book is, this is one of my most anticipated reads of the year, and it is the 3rd book in the Lightlark saga, as I've already said, where our main character, now, I say Isla because it's a Scottish name and that's how it's pronounced here in Scotland. I know many are Islas and they're all pronounced Isla, but Alex herself has said that the main character's name is Isla, and I'm pretty sure in Lightlark the character explains her name and like that says the pronunciation in it, so they call her Isla. So we have Isla, the main female character, and she lives in this world where there are different realms and leaders for all these realms. The rulers of these worlds can live for hundreds of years and be very old. She is the most recent ruler. She has just come into her power, so she is new to this. But every 100 years, all of the rulers have an opportunity to compete in these games and trials to destroy this curse that was placed on all the realms, because all the realms are dying because of this curse, and the rulers don't have full control over their powers because of the curse. It's a whole thing. So Lightlark, the first book, is about these rulers coming together for the next games and trials, the next 100-year point, and it's Isla's first time competing in them. So she wants to break this curse, and that's what the book follows. We have one main female character. We have 2 main male interests, Oro and Grim. Now, I am strictly a Team Grim girly. I don't understand how anyone can be Team Oro. I am so sorry, I do not get it. How can you be Team Oro when Grim is right there? I don't get it. Like, people want morally grey main characters to swoon over, and then they actually get a character that is morally grey and they go, maybe too far, because you're used to morally grey characters that aren't actually morally grey, but we have proper morally grey main male character here. It's also young adult, but I would say it's upper YA. I love these books. You can never make me hate them. You may think they're overhyped or overrated, and that is your prerogative. You could, you know, have your own opinion and do what you like, but don't ruin this for me, and don't ruin it for other people. Let people like what they like. If you don't like it, that's fine. Shut your mouth. I had to say it, okay? I like what I like. I am locked in with these characters. I am obsessed with these characters. I am giggling, I'm kicking my feet, I'm screaming. Why can't we enjoy books just for fun, you know? This is the book. How exciting. It looks so pretty. next to my others. But we're gonna start with Sky Shade. It is out, today's the 4th of November when I'm filming this, and the book comes out on the 12th of November, so I am reading it early. We're not gonna be reading it on the 4th today. I think we'll read it maybe on the 6th, just because I want to finish the current book that I'm reading so that I can go into this like fully fresh and ready to go. But I just received the package, so I have to tell you guys about it. I also got overlays in the package, so we have one here, another one, and then my favorite one, Grimshaw. You see how there's no Oro? That is just how I like it. Very, very excited to read this book, and that's the first one we're starting with in this video. I love this book series. Both books 1 and book 2 were 5 stars for me. Don't come at me. This is my channel, okay? Predicted 5 stars. Expectations are high, so let's read. The time has come. I have finished my other reading vlogs and books that I was in the middle of reading, so we're picking up Sky Shade. The book is not getting released for another like 4 days. I am so ready. This is book 3 in the Lightlark saga. I have a very sneaky suspicion that on Tuesday the 12th of November, Alex Astor is going to announce that there will be a book 4 in this series, because a lot of people thought it was a trilogy. I never thought it was going to be a trilogy. I thought there was gonna be 4 or 5 books in it. I swear I had read that somewhere, but everyone was telling me it was a trilogy. But she's been hinting on her socials that she has an announcement to make on Tuesday. It's gonna be book 4. I'm gonna read this book now and finish it together with you. One of my most anticipated reads of the year, a 5-star series for me. I love this book, I love this book series, I love these characters. I love Grimm. Let's read the 3rd book in the Lightlark saga and see what happens after the plot twist of Nightbane. Just found out I was accidentally recording in slow-mo and I don't know how long for, so any chatty clips that I have filmed while reading, I think they're gone. Anyways, around 50% of the way through the book, I think I'm just over it, and I had to pull out the tabs because so many things I was like, oh wait, I'm gonna want to go back to this. So I don't ever really do like a tab system, but I have white-ish tabs, like really light blue, they're almost white tabs for plot points, and then blue tabs for specific scenes or character dialogue with Grimm, because that's all I care about. This is interesting though. I have no idea where the plot was gonna go, and I still don't really know where it's gonna go. I'm just here for the vibes, but in terms of like the plot direction or the plot ideas, I don't know. What I think are gonna be plot twists, I have theories on that. I also can't believe it's a YA. I guess it's a YA in the same way that Throne of Glass is a YA, except the Throne of Glass characters I feel like were younger, because like all these rulers, basically everyone except our main female character is old. I don't know, but there is a lot of like violence and ripping hearts out from people's chests, but I am having a good time. So I am gonna go to sleep and then I'm gonna pick this up in the morning and finish it. We have like 50 pages to go. It's starting to get crazy. We did have a dream sequence that I read and I was like, no, not at all. We are not doing that. We are not going there. That was horrible. Like, what do you mean? Anyways, I'm just gonna sit here and we're gonna finish the book now, and I think it's gonna be crazy. And my prediction, you know, no spoilers, but I've said from the very beginning that I think on Tuesday the 12th of November, Alex Astor is going to announce that there's going to be a book 4 in this series. So I think this book is going to end off in a cliffhanger, and just what Alex has been teasing about the way that, you know, that the story will end, that they discuss throughout the whole book. I think we're going to get left with something happening to one person in particular. Had to move into the reading room because Cami is now watching TV in the living room, and we have 20 pages to go. It's getting real. What? Wait. Oh no. Wait. Oh no. That'll do it. Far out. I have so many thoughts, theories, concerns, comments. I don't actually know what my rating is for this. I think maybe 4 stars. The first 2 were 5 stars for me. I can't say what I want to say about this book without giving away spoilers, so it's very hard. But there's definitely going to be a book 4. 100%. The way it ended. Like, the story's not finished, so there will be a book 4. But no thoughts at all. I need to process that ending. So, yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. But I can't believe that that's read. Probably my most anticipated read of all of this year so far, and it's read. What I thought was going to happen didn't happen. Maybe that will happen in the next book, but I don't know how this story is going to end. I don't know what's going to happen. That is confusing me, because what do you mean? Like, this is a full-on love triangle. How are we going to resolve it? Well, Alex says it will be resolved when by killing one of them. And this prophecy. Hello, I look a little bit crazy. My hair is wet. We're just gonna ignore that. I have started the second book that I'm reading in this vlog, and that is Lost and Lassoed. I actually started it last night at like 11 p.m. when I was staying in a hotel in Glasgow. We went and saw Kasabian in concert. That was really fun. And then I read more of it on the train home today. We're home now, so I'm going to continue reading the last 50% of this book. This is the 3rd book in the Blue Rebel Ranch series by Lila Sage, and this is probably my most anticipated book in this series. I read it immediately after finishing the Chestnut Spring series because I was still craving those like summer cowboy vibes. And I really loved it. I think I preferred the Chestnut Springs just because the books are longer. Like, these books are short. They're like 200 to 300 pages, which is very short for a book. Well, at least maybe not for a contemporary romance, but for the typical books I read, is very short and quick. So I wanted more to be able to connect more to the characters. I think it would be higher ratings because of that. But this couple in particular were my favorite from book 1. I was like, I know they're gonna have a story and I'm gonna love it. So I've been waiting for this. Are they just Willa and Kate in a different font? Yes. No complaints though. Literally none at all. I am obsessed with everything I've read so far. This is feeding me. So I actually think I'm gonna sit and finish this in one sitting. We're just gonna sit and finish the book right now, and then I'm gonna start a book again. But I was originally gonna jump straight into Rebel Witch, which is the 2nd book in the Crimson Moth Heartless Hunter series. But I just got approved for an arc for Abby Jimenez's Just for the Summer that comes out spring of next year. So do I just read that instead? I think we're gonna have to see what mood I'm in. I would love to read all of them in this vlog, but I just don't think we're gonna have enough time. So we will see, maybe I can, but we're gonna read this and then we're gonna read another book today. Well, tonight, because it's 8 p.m. So this is hitting. I think this is gonna be my favorite book in the series so far, and I'm so excited about that. Like, I actually, it's what I needed. after Sky Shade, honestly. I just needed something to fall in love with. I am falling in love with these characters. I don't want to do anything other than read. I read while I was walking. Like, I put my phone in my pocket and I just walked to go and get my car after I got off the train for like 15 minutes. Walking while reading on a Kindle. Usually I'd walk and like scroll socials. I was walking while reading. That's when you know that you're like too far gone in a book, where you're like, I don't want to do anything except for read. And I got off the train and I was like, I'm still reading, I'm not putting this Kindle down. And I just walked to my car. And then I was really sad that I had to put my book down to get into my car and drive. I didn't want to, I just wanted to keep reading this book, so. And it's also the longest out of the three of them, I think. It's like 300 pages, so. I'm also going to have to go and pick up a physical copy of it because I need it. I'm gonna reread it. I love it, I'm obsessed with it. It's on Kindle Unlimited, so good. I'm literally Teddy. Some people like to crack open a cold beer at the end of a hard working day. Me, I like a crisp Diet Coke. A girl after my own heart. So we finished Lost and Lassoed. Is it the best book that I have ever read in my entire life? No. Was it my favorite Lila Sage book? Yes. It was so fun. I mean, you literally saw me giggling. I could not stop giggling. Just the build up, the tension, having the first two books with like the understanding, getting the backstory to know why they are the way they are. I actually really enjoyed everything about the book, which is why I think it's 5 stars. I'm gonna say 5 stars. I think it is, which is crazy because we started with book 1 was like a 3-star for me, and now we're here in book 3 and it's a 5-star. But I just love those characters. I don't like to compare it to the Chestnut Springs series, even though it's so similar, but they're also different. They are definitely Willa and Cade coded. I feel like if you are a Cade girl, you'll like this one. It's so good. I love the Chestnut Springs books and I love those type of characters, but I do feel like I connected more to these characters specifically. There was just more of the things that they struggle with and do. I just really, really loved and connected to quite quickly. So yeah, that was really fun. It was so short. I'm surprised that I've managed to read a book that short that has given me like a 5-star feeling, but I love this book series. I just think it's fun. Gave me everything I wanted. I wanted a fun, silly, giggly time with a cowboy romance found family book, and yeah, I got it. So round of applause for Lila Sage. That was such a fun. Such a fun book. I love reading. I love the way that it makes me feel. I love this. I just want to go and read now, which is what we're going to do. So we are going to continue on with, I think this is going to be the last book in this vlog because this video is already getting too long, but I read like the first chapter of Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez, and I just had to, like, I don't want to give spoilers and stuff, but I need to read out this quote for you guys. Right at the very start, okay? What did he look like? She asked. Like if Rhysand from the ACOTAR series was a real person. She did not. Abby Jimenez is so insane for this. If he doesn't do the bat wings tattoo thing for Halloween, it's a seriously missed opportunity. She's so unserious. My toxic trait is thinking I could change him. Miss Abby Jimenez. Sorry, Mrs. Abby Jimenez. You were spending too much time on TikTok. What do you mean? I actually read that and was like, I need to put the book down because I can't read this in my bed. I'm gonna be freaking out too much. So now that it's the next day, we're gonna sit and just read this in a single sitting because why not? This is the third time we're 7% in and they've mentioned Rhysand 3 times. Well, like, not the same characters, like 3 separate characters have said that this guy is like Rhysand. I feel like that's something that is going to date the book very quickly because obviously ACOTAR is like a big thing right now, so every book girly knows who Rhysand is basically, so every girly reading this should understand the reference. I think it's funny, but I also love this, what's happened so far in this story and how quickly things are happening. Like, I just love Abby Jimenez's writing. I love her stories and I love her characters. I'm 7% in and I'm giggling. This is so fun. In Just for the Summer there was a scene with a woman with dementia. It's connected. I'm pretty sure it's about this storyline, these characters. Wow. He's a vet. They were on a first date on a charity fundraiser cruise thing for animals. He gives her the cherry in his glass, even though he likes it, because he says, I liked her more. I feel like a bird bringing a potential mate little gifts. The urge was surprisingly strong. Every time I read an Abby Jimenez book, I think it can't get better. And then it does. Oh, I love this. I love this so much. I'm so happy. And I need you to pause this video and go and pre-order this book, like right now, because you're gonna want to read it next year. It's so good. The book. It was an experience. I would say check trigger warnings because it does get quite emotional. I feel like all her books have quite emotional, you know, subplots and things that happen, but we have a main character who basically has to become a carer for someone with dementia and another character who has like childhood abuse. So it does get really emotional. 80% in, it got a bit dark. And then I wanted to cry at 93%. 5 stars. It's Abby Jimenez. I'm obsessed. It was different as well. It didn't like follow a typical couple trying to figure out if they like each other or not, and you know, there's a third act breakup and conflict and then happily ever after. No, it was completely different. I would run and pre-order this. If you've liked any other Abby Jimenez books, I think you'll also love this. I love every single one of her books. She's like an automatic 5 stars for me, so I'm very happy about that. But we're gonna end this video here because that is 3 new books. So like I said at the start of the video, if you want a part 2, you want to see me read some more books, let me know. I also want to know what your anticipated releases are for this year or the next year. Like, what are you really excited to read? There are so many books that I'm excited to read. Anyways, we're gonna finish this vlog and I'm gonna start another reading vlog straight away. Make sure you're subscribed and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.